Hello everyone and welcome back to MX Gaming. I am of course Phoenix, and today I'm going to be doing another review. I'm going to be doing the Arbiter Battlecruiser. So without further ado, let's look at the information on this awesome ship that I've been flying for last couple of weeks actually. It's been kind of on and off. Find the right one. There we go. Alrighty. So, to start, you have a Ensign Tactical, a Lieutenant Commander Tactical / Intelligence Station, a Commander Engineering, a Lieutenant Science Station, and a Lieutenant Commander Universal. For consoles, you have 5 Engineering, 4 Tactical, and 1 Science. For weapons, you have 5 foreweapons, 3 aft weapons, a base hull of 50,000. Level 50 is 43,125. At level 60 is 50,000. Shield modifier of 1, a base crew of 500, base turn rate of 9, impulse modifier of 0.15, inertia rating of 30, and has 3 device slots. It comes with plus 10 weapon and engine subsystems. It can load cannons. It has the universal console, the ablative hazard shielding. Can equip the console cloaking device. And it is a battle cruiser, so it does come with the comes with 3 of the command abilities: the strategic maneuvering, shield frequency, and weapon systems efficiency. And then it does come with a mastery as well, which I'll go a little further into once we look at my loadout and whatnot. So that done. So now let's look at the design of the ship. Alright, so there it is, the Arbiter. First look at it. I believe it is longer than the Avenger. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, let's see if we can just reset that for a second here. So there's that. Yeah, so it looks like it's a little longer. The saucer section here looks more scalloped than the original Battlecruiser, which is more ovaled, like an egg. So that's why it's probably a little bit bigger as well, and longer because of the saucer section. We have let's see here. I'm not sure where the bridge would be. Maybe this might be where the bridge is. Then at the bottom here you have this weird, interesting piece here at the bottom here. I'm not sure what that is all about. And then you have the Deflector Array, which is kind of split in half because of this piece here. Now I don't know what that is. Maybe it could be a phaser lance or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. And then you have the top hull here, or the neck, very well streamlined into the saucer section. The only thing that I see as a concern, I can't really zoom in any further, is the Shuttlebay right here, where you have this nice little area for the shuttles to come out, but it's not enough runway. Now, I mean, that could be different. It could be a couple hundred meters for the Shuttlebays to where it starts to slope up, but I mean, you never know. So I mean, it looks a little small here, but in real life it could actually be a couple hundred meters, where you have that chance to get up or come into the Shuttlebay. nice. Like I said, it's nice and sleek, nice and you got a bit of a slope on either side here, which goes into the secondary hull. Secondary hull again, because you know, I don't know what it is. Oh, actually, they don't even have that because they have, looks like a bottom one. That one looks like another Shuttlebay right there, because it doesn't have that normal. Trying to think here, normal slope that goes up or whatever. I don't care, but you normally have that slope that slopes up or slopes down, however it works. But it's not here. If I can turn that around. Okay, so you get this interesting pattern here. I don't know what that is. Maybe this line here is maybe it lights up as a runway for shuttles. So you have like this small piece here, and then the rest of this is a bit of a runway with these, looks like almost interlocking things here. Then you have the I believe those are pylons. Yes, they are. They are pylons. They curve upwards, and they looks like they kind of go forwards a lot more than other ones. And then you have the warp nacelles. So warp nacelles here. You see a little bit of the ram scoops here, mostly plated. You do see a bit of the warp core or the warp engines right here, and on the top. So you don't see anything here. Now notice that probably about the first half of, or most of the half of the warp nacelle here, it's a lot wider, and then near the tail end it gets shrunk on the one side there and flattens out, and there's that. Then let's see here on the top, it looks like where the warp nacelle is, it curves downwards or slopes downwards there. There is no bridge that comes with this, so you can select your own. So there's that. You have, for Windows, it does come with the Avenger. I don't know why I have the Fleet Windows, because I don't have the Fleet version of this. So I'm going to stick with the Avenger, which are kind of like really dark blue. You can't see it. Material comes with the Avenger if you have the Avenger. I don't like the real darkness of that. That's just me. You have types 1 through 5, which is normal. 6 if you have the Avenger. 7 is the Arbiter type skin, and then you have the upgrade skin, which I'm not entirely sure where that one comes into play. But yeah, there's that. You can obviously change your ship between the Arbiter and the Avenger, so you can look at however you want. So there's that. So there, you could have that looking like, I don't know, really weird. Patterns. I don't think there's a special pattern. No, there's no special pattern that goes on the ship, so be aware of that. And yeah, this is a tier 6 ship, so you can get it when you're at Vice Admiral, but it's better if you are a Fleet Admiral, so you get the better benefits of the hull. There is an Admiralty status to it. You get 50 Tactical, 41 Engineering, and 17 Science. What else am I missing here? I think that's everything for that. So we're just gonna hop out here. Science, I have the Exotic Particle Field Exciter. So that's going to give me plus 31.9 Starship Shield Emitter, so that's going to improve my healing as well. 31.9 Starship Particle Generator, which is going to improve more exotic damage. Again, I don't know if Anti-Proton is considered exotic. I personally do. And then it gives me plus 21.2% maximum shield capacity when shield heals, applies the field exciter for 15 seconds, which gives me plus 10 weapon power, and effects can occur once every 30 seconds. For my tactical consoles, I have 3 anti-proton mag regulators, which is going to give me plus 31.9% anti-proton damage. And I just picked this one up today. I'm hoping to get another one, and then the other 2 versions, the one that gives critical severity, and this one is the vulnerability locator, which is in the Fleet Store. I think you have to go to the Fleet Spire in order to get it, but anyways, it is a Fleet console, and that gives me 31.9% anti-proton damage, which is exact same as my anti-proton mag regulators. But it also gives me 1.6% critical chance. The other ones will give me 8% critical severity. So I want to have 2 and 2, just see how well that balances out. Back to my engineering. I have the variable auto-targeting armament, which is comes with the Arbiter Battlecruiser. So that does it does high AoE damage, projectile point defense. So creates 2 level 61 quantum armament projectiles, 4,655 kinetic damage with 20% shield penetration in a 1.5 kilometer radius. Minus 100 able crewmen, so you lose crewmen when you use this. And it fires a micro quantum torpedo every second at an enemy within 10 kilometers that deals 386 kinetic damage with 20% shield penetration. And here is the ablative hazard shielding, which so what it does is it absorbs 13,812.5 points of damage for 45 seconds. When it expires, it does up to plus 5,000 hit points, 2,000 shield regeneration applies once to each facing. And because I have both the ablative hazard shielding and the VAT, I get a 2-piece bonus with that. So I get plus 15% all weapon damage and plus 33% flight turn rate. So my flight turn rate has now increased dramatically, and I get a bit more weapon damage in the process, which is really, really nice, because weapon damage is what we need. For my traits, let's see here, I have crippling fire, last ditch effort, accurate, cannon training, thrill seeker, so that's going to help with my flight speed apparently. Shield technician, so that's going to increase my shields. Living hull, operative, so that's going to give me more critical chance and critical severity. And then beams training. For my Starship Traits, I have obviously the emergency weapon cycle, all hands on deck, which is a sorry about that, minus 10% recharge time on science bridge officer abilities, minus 5% recharge time on captain abilities, can occur once every 5 seconds. I have the Battle Ready, which gives me plus 7.5 all damage resistance rating for 15 seconds while using an engineering or intelligence bridge officer ability, plus 7.5% defense for 15 seconds when using an engineering or intelligence officer bridge ability. And reciprocity, when missed, gives me minus 10% recharge time on intelligence or tactical bridge officer abilities. For the active reputation on space, I have Nano Pro feedback, Omega graviton amplifier, armor penetration, and targeting systems. And then for the active one here, I have molecular shield generator and refracting Tetron cascade, which is the only really 2 I could use at this point. Oh, actually, you know what? I think, yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to do. Take that one. There we go. Now I have the quantum singularity manipulation, which is which that one does is plus 100 to science stats for 8 seconds. After 3 seconds, cloaks your ship for 5 seconds. During this time, you may fire your weapons normally. So it gives you an automatic cloak for 5 seconds, which is not too. Next, for stations, for my commander station, I have emergency power to engines 1. I have auxiliary power to the inertial dampeners, directed energy modulation 2, and aceton beam 2. For my universal, I have another engineer, and I have emergency power to shields 1, engineering team 2, and emergency power weapons 3. For my first tactical, I have fire at will. For my second officer, I have tactical team 1, beam overload 2, and rapid fire 2. For my science, I have hazard emitters 1 and science team 2. So that should be that. And yep, that's that. I'm gonna just hop up in space. We'll take a little bit of closer look, and we'll get some stats on what my ship can actually do, weapon damage and defense and so whatnot. And we'll get a better look because while you're in space dock here, it doesn't show you the real numbers. So, anyways, I'm gonna just hop up and we will take a closer look at the ship. And someone just exploded. So now we are in space, so we got a bit of a closer look here. We got a bit of a dip here in the front of the saucer section. Nice looking grill. All those car enthusiasts. We got this piece here, which I don't think I mentioned before, but interesting. I can't get a good look at it. So I'm not sure what these are. These are interesting. I think I've seen them on other ships before, but I haven't really noticed them. Now I don't know if that's the warp core or not. That would kind of make sense because it's usually in the lower part of the back end of the vessel. So yeah, there's that. So here's my stats that I currently have. So my base defense right now, or my bonus defense, is 13.7%. My hull has gone from 50,000 to 72,654. My hull repair rate is 165.3% per minute. My shield regeneration rate is 150.6 shields for 6 seconds. My shields, or my facing shields, is 12,050, so pretty sure that's gone up. My kinetic and all my other damage except for anti-proton is at 28.1%, and my anti-proton resistance is at 35.8%. So a little bit better for anti-proton. For my bonus accuracy, I get 35.6. My critical chance is 5.1. My critical severity is at 83%. So that's not too bad. Inertia is 55. My flight speed is 30.24. And my turn rate is 11 degrees per second. So I don't know, does that change when I'm in motion? It does. So right now it's at 27.4 at I want to say full impulse, but then you got this, which is full impulse. So and that goes up to 30 degrees per second. Yeah, so. And then flight speed increases, and then inertia increases to 155. So, but there's that. Yeah, and now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a STF to do. Find something that is going to be, you know, beneficial, where I can show off some good parts of the ship and show off the ablative hazard shielding and whatnot, so that you guys can see what it can do. Alright, I'm having issues with my recording software at the moment, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, finally it's kicked in, and I can start recording without worrying about it. So I'm doing Borg disconnect. Fun, wow. Seen me do this probably about 20 times now. A bit of help from that guy right there. We obliterated that sphere quite quickly. He got that one, awesome. There we go. That was pretty quick. Doing better. Oh. Hello, both you. Alright, so let's do the shielding there. So as you can see, there's like a secondary shielding around me. I forgot to increase my weapon power settings. Whoopsies! Alright, let's bring up the bat. Ooh. Leg spike there. Alright, let's get this Borg cube out of the way here. There we go. Bit of a leg spike, I guess. Supposed to help. Is that one or this one? I can't remember. Apparently I'm supposed to have well, let's fly right out. That was rock and roll. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hello. Yeah, I'm getting some like, spikes. I'm not liking those. Oh, shoot. That was the wrong one. Oh well. Which one do I want? What? No, I want that one. Oopsies. There we go. Using the lobster there, he's doing some pretty good damage. I just got full shield health on that one. That was pretty cool. Now we have the the Voth in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, managed to get that before I got hit. Which is nice. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Where's the Deflector? I can get that one. I hope he got that before. Close to that one. Alright. Oh my goodness. Take this thing down. Really do not like the Voth. That hurt a little bit. Almost there, almost there. Five more, five more. No! Shoot! Damn it. Just wasted all that. That stupid thing. Oh shoot, we lost that one. Darn it. Darn it, lost it. I am not happy with that. Voth can take a flying leap into a black hole. There we go. Finally.
You will be eliminated.
There we go. That was a nice little cheap shot on it. Hopefully, by the time I come out, There we go. Get a bonus to firing at him. Wow. Just avoided unnecessary damage. That was awesome. Alright. I hate when she does that. Oh, hello. Something bad bypass through my shields. That's not cool. Alright, let's just secondary shielding again. Whee! I like rock and roll. Rock and roll is so much fun. We got like 40 seconds on this guy here. I think we can do it. Get that out. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, let's look at the score here. Wow, he's free 29 marks off that one. 5 marks from there. 3, 3, 3. Wow, they give overall marks 42. Let's see here. We say 49 out of 53. That's not too bad. 4 torpedoes hit out of 23. It's still not bad, but rather have 0. And torpedoes that hit players was 5. I know about 3 of them hit me, so that's about more than half there. Anyways, I don't know which ones I need. I keep forgetting. Which ones do I need? I'll take Fleet, because Fleet's always good. But anyways, so that's the Arbiter. It's a pretty good ship. The only drawback I see from it is the lack of a science console. Another science console, I think, would balance it out a little more. But it is very much a T6 version of the Avenger. That's all it is. So you get some better stuff with it and whatnot. Like I said, I think they should, if they're going to make a T6, change it up a little bit so that, you know, it's not exactly the same. I mean, a different skin is just a different skin in a new console. That's all it is. But other than that, I mean, it's not a bad ship. I've been playing with this for the last couple of weeks. I thoroughly enjoy it. Then again, I do thoroughly enjoy my my Arbiter Battlecruiser to begin with. I love that ship. That thing is just such a beast. and this is just the next step up from that. So it's a nice balance between a cruiser and a tactical escort. So anyways, folks, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. As always, live long and prosper, and we'll see you out there.